Hi everybody, this is going to be a video walkthrough for The End. I don't think I have to pronounce the two I's and the like the two O's and the commas that are used for the teeth in the title. Sorry, I'm just being a little silly. But this game is made by the same developer that made All Haze Eve, a game that I really enjoy, and I actually have a guide up on Steam. I do not have a video guide for it. I do plan to get that done, hopefully within the confines of this month. Fingers crossed. But I wanted to at least show, because I do reference this game in that guide for a little bit. I did want to have a video of the actual playthrough of the game up on the channel as well. This game is 3 frames per second. The movement can be very confusing. When this game was actually first launched on Steam, I probably should have checked when that was, but when it was first launched, there were no checkpoints. There now are checkpoints. So it's considerably easier, but still is fairly difficult if you don't exactly understand what you're doing. I noticed a lot of people cannot get through it, especially in the comments on Steam. So I wanted to do a video for it because I enjoy All Haze Eve, and even though this game is very difficult, I still enjoy it as well. So we're going to press fire, which is going to be the space bar. Very important. I know after that preamble to pause again and talk more, but it's very important that you remember, do not press space unless you have to, like there's an enemy in front of you or anything like that, because you're going to want to jump, you're going to want to use spacebar if you're used to using spacebar. So, but that's your fire button. You don't want to do that. So you can use WASD or the arrow keys, whichever you prefer. The up arrow is going to be your jump. So remember that. Don't press the spacebar unless you have to. So as you can see, there's a Reaper character right there, scythe and all. We don't want to go near him. I don't think we want to chat with him. And if you try to jump over him, you'll die. If you touch a single pixel of him, you'll die. So we'll have to go over here. And you don't want to fall down that pit. But you'll notice a fireball over there. So we want to jump over it. And you want to leave some space to actually hold in the jump button, either your W or your upwards arrow key. You want to make sure to leave some space to jump over again. And we will go back to where the Reaper was. And now that we have something that can respond to the Reaper being in our way, we'll shoot a fireball and he's going to be gone. So there should be, I think there's like a little bit of music that plays after you defeat an enemy, but obviously I have my sound turned down. So it's going to have a splash screen that says you want to go home. That's our goal. We'll go here. Continuing on our journey, we'll pick up one fireball. Again, don't press space. Even I'm like hovering my thumb over the space bar, and I have to stop doing that. Okay, so now we have a third fireball, and obviously, as you'd imagine, if you're collecting 3 fireballs, you must be getting a worse enemy. So we're going to jump up here. We now have a Reaper that's on fire, so we'll shoot a fireball, and shoot a fireball. I should have warned you that there was a flash screen. I'm so sorry. I'm going to put that in the description on the YouTube video. I'm so sorry. So now, because of that explosion, we no longer have flesh. I hate when that happens. So now you're just a skeleton. We're looking for our missing key. That is the goal of this, of our journey. You can hold in the space bar now, and because we don't have the flesh to contend to, we are now lighter. We can jump higher. Sorry, I don't know if I'm trying to have some fun. So let's collect another fireball, and now we have a stone tower in our way. So we'll shoot the fireball, and we don't have any more fireballs, so we'll have to go back and maybe see if we can pick up some more. And we're on the other side of the stone pillar, which is weird. So we'll head back, shoot it. It's going to break and fall down. It's going to reveal a pit, so you want to make certain to jump. Hold in your jump over it. At this point, if you die, you're going to reset the game. There's not a checkpoint here. I'll show you when there's the first checkpoint. So now we've come here to this really, really long canyon, essentially. Not a pitfall, a giant canyon. So you can see that the dirt is a little bit over it, so you can see that maybe this canyon is a bit of a lie. Let's jump. You've jumped in the center, and jump again, and you'll jump over the pit. So whenever you land, immediately jump and hold, and you'll jump again, and then move with your arrow key and jump over. I actually don't know precisely. Oh, now our character has horns. I don't know precisely where those, where the pitfalls for that giant canyon are. I always try to avoid it like the plague. So it could entirely be a lie. You might be able to walk across the entire surface of it. I'm just too afraid to do it. So we'll shoot, and if you find out now, we have infinite ammo. There's no limit to what we can do now with this fireball ability. I'm assuming the horns now mean that we are in either like pure demon form or whatnot, or we just have a better control of our abilities now. Okay, so once we've gotten rid of all the stone towers, we'll have to go back, make sure. Now, you probably could do it from there, but I just like to give myself a bit of space. Move forward and then hold the space bar, or not the space bar, I'm so sorry. Hold the jump button and you're gonna do a long jump over there. You don't really get running, and maybe it's actually like a, just like a thing that makes me feel safer. It may not actually do anything, but for me, backing up a little bit just so I have enough time to press the button does better. Oh, I'm so sorry, we're in the boss fight now. I apologize. I should have said that we were at a checkpoint. If you die in the boss fight, you will be able to. I'll probably die here anyway, because I want to explain what's happening. So you have to get behind the boss here, and I'm going to die on purpose here just to better explain what's going on. It almost looks like a chain chomp for some reason, with blood pouring out of its mouth. So the M for mature version of the chain chomp. I'm sorry, the things I say. Anyway, so right here is going to be your checkpoint, the first checkpoint of the game. You're going to go into the boss arena, and you're going to immediately want to long jump up. Get behind the boss. You want to make sure that you're turned and facing as close to there as possible, and once you've dropped down and you equal with the boss, you want to lay on the space bar as much as possible. And I've killed him. I think, from the comments I've read, even hitting him 8 times, like facing him, like shooting forward, like waiting, and then going behind him and shooting again, even hitting him 8 times is not enough to kill him. Now, I didn't count the amount of presses I pressed, mostly because I didn't want to dictate to you what I was doing. But I think it takes like 9 or 10 shots to kill him. So you want to get right behind him, and the second that he's vulnerable, just lay on the space bar to kill him. So we've come here to the room right after the boss, and our key's not here, as the narration tells us, so we'll have to head back. Now there should be a save directly after we've killed the boss. You're going to want to long jump again. So again, you want to maybe give yourself a little bit of space, walk, hold in the space bar. You're going to jump all the way up to the moon and land. We'll go past all the areas that we went through before. Nothing should be changed. I don't believe so anyway. We'll jump again, and we have the long jump now. We'll land right there on the other side. Sorry if you can hear my key presses if they're too annoying. Oh, I almost fell in that pit. You want to make sure that you jump right before that. And then now you can long jump. We'll be able to long jump ourselves back up there. This is where we killed the second Reaper. We'll go back through a few of these screens because we had to pick up all those fireballs. Sorry, I'm not talking on the way back. I apologize. And this is where we killed the first Reaper. And then we need to find where the key is. This is where we started. And, well, there's our key. Well, that's weird. So now that we found it, you will find out that you cannot move your character at this point in the game. The key is going to fall. This cinematic is going to be a little bit long here. And I'm not sure what exactly that is. At first I thought it was like the flesh that like peeled off of us during the explosion, but I thought that was kind of strange. It almost looks like it's the remains of a house. I thought it was kind of strange. It looks like there's boards and maybe like the bricks that held up the bottom of it. And you get a game over screen because the key was lost down the pit. However, on this game over screen, you get the fireball that moves into a question mark. So that is the actual end of the game. That is a successful playthrough of the game, and you should get the Keychain achievement. Now, if memory serves correctly, I don't believe the pop-up, like the actual like Steam achievement, will pop up in the corner. I think you just close out of the game and it will be there. So obviously check your Steam profile and whatnot. But once the Keychain hits the ground, you should be able to get, that should be the, I think the signifier that you've achieved the achievement, and then you can just close out of the game and you use escape to do that. So hopefully you enjoyed this playthrough. It can be a bit of a frustrating game, so hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you enjoyed my banter and my commentary. So thank you so much for watching, and again, I do hope to get a full playthrough of the All Haze Eve up on the channel as well, in addition to the guide being on Steam. So again, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and have a great day.